Boy, oh boy, this world is only getting stranger by the day. This is Tony. Hope you're all doing well. It seems like it doesn't matter where you look. Our world is moving into the Twilight Zone. And I got a number of stories to show you in regards to that. We got restaurant kiosks doing something very bizarre. We'll get into that one. We got the regular news now, apparently Fox News talking about something strange that you would never expect. We'll get into that story. We got Drake, something he just did. We'll get into that. We have Ariana Grande's brother in the most bizarre performance you've ever seen in your life. We'll get into also this weird clip from Danny Jones and how it ties into a number of things. We got Tim Robbins on Joe Rogan actually seeing the stuff we're seeing. We'll get into that as well. We have this weird video of the moon, the strangest thing I've ever seen. We'll get into that also. Let's just get going here. Let's start with these restaurant kiosks. If you don't tip the machine will make you by raising the price. Check this out.
My wife says that if you don't tip at Shake Shack, they make it more expensive per item, so we're about to find out.
I don't know. I ordered 2 shakes, just like before. Okay.
See, $5.99.
Okay.
We got strawberry. We got cookies and cream.
Yeah, let's see.
And we got vanilla
We just
with
ordered.
card.
Okay, there it is.
You can see the prices there. $5.99, $5.99, $6.48. All right.
And we say, right here, no.
Uh-oh, there's been a pricing update on one of your card items. Please review.
And it adds 50 cents to all of them. You know what? They're trying all these weird games with prices everywhere now. Trying to get you to have subscriptions to your printer. I just bought a new printer. I made sure it had no subscription to it. I could use non-branded cartridges, everything. It's actually only like a few of them that you can do this with. But, I mean, you got refrigerators, 2027 refrigerators. They're going to try to charge you for your ice maker. A yearly subscription. You got them trying to force tips now. You got, I mean, I can keep going forever. I mean, they got all this insanity they're doing with things now. Very scummy marketing techniques. I used to be a marketer. This is scummy, okay? You're just lying up front. Oh, the price is $5.99. Oh, you didn't want a tip? $6.49. It's a lie. You're just flat out lying to your customers. I mean, this is ridiculous what's going on right now with that. You have tons of companies doing that stuff now, all trying to like pull out subscriptions on you, trying to get you to force you to tip them, just anything and everything to get more money. And of course, they don't want you to own anything anymore either. Oh, you can't have an actual DVD now, right? Anyway, you got that whole thing. I wanted to get into a ton of other weird things because this whole theme of this video is how strange things are getting around us. Here you have a Fox News episode talking about UFOs again, but it gets a little strange. All right, let's watch it first. And it gets into actual beings that are not corporeal. I guess they don't even eat. This is so bizarre. Let me play this.
June 2002, over Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan, a service member watches the stars start blinking out. Something huge passing overhead, west to east, a perfect triangle, 500 feet across, deadly silent, steady speed, not a single light on it. The guy next to him saw it too. He turned and said, "Did you see that?" 2011.
This is literally the news now. They're talking about UFOs a lot. This used to be like, you know, the Sun or Star magazine at the checkout counter back in the 90s or 80s, right? Or listening to George Norrie or something like that.
11. 2 more service members, another sighting. Where it happened, the government still won't say. 2023, now it's over an American backyard.
So it just keeps going on about these triangular UFOs, and they happen to be tied into the Galactic, Federation, dealing with Black Manta. Is that what they call it? TR-3B alien crafts that are said to have been built by the Arcturian alien race. Now, the Arcturians are 7-foot tall, greenish blue, translucent skin, large, dark, almond-shaped eyes. Let me just show you. Here's a picture of them right here. Look like they're from, what's that movie? Trying to think of that guy. It's a blue guy in one of those weird Marvel movies, I think. 7-foot tall, greenish blue, translucent skin. The rumor is that they exist in the higher 5th or 7th dimensional plane. What? Astral? Like what? You see what I mean? This is on the news now. They're talking about UFOs that supposedly have this alien race that creates them. And what's so bizarre about it is this ties into the occult, because apparently they erroneously believe that the Arcturians are spirit guides, or something like that. This is some weird stuff. They don't eat physical food, so that perhaps they're spirit-based. I'm like, this is Fox News. They're not saying all that stuff we just said there, but that's what's tied into these alleged craft. And it makes you wonder, like, bro, what's going on here? This is like, you're thinking of like Art Bell or something, right? This is where I'm thinking, right? But it seems like it's gone mainstream. 100-foot triangular UFO over Colorado base captured in video. Air Force won't release. This is the exact same story. Pair of classified videos allegedly showing a 100-foot black triangular UFO over Colorado military base remain locked away despite our president's new order aimed at encouraging more UFO whistleblowers to come forward. And all the stuff we've been talking about for years, apparently there's some truth to it. We've been talking about UFOs, alien species, all this stuff for many years here on YouTube. How it ties in with, of course, some of these ancient legends of the past, giants, monsters, these strange myths of and legends of the past. And it's really weird how some of these species of aliens look exactly like some of the descriptions of these ancient beings. It's so weird. Maybe because they're the same thing. I don't know. They just decided to repackage themselves as, we're aliens from another planet and we're smarter than you and we're here to help. Or maybe you're not here to help. I don't know. So you got that story there. We're going to get into a ton of stuff. We're going to get into this weird video of the moon. It is absolutely strange. I've never seen anything like it. I'll show you that in a minute here. Animals behaving bizarrely because of what's coming up soon here. Solar eclipse. Get into that as well. And some other strangeness in the Matrix. We got some Hollywood celebrities also becoming very, I don't know, strange. And we'll get into all that and much more. First, I'm going to mention, and we got the Joe Rogan clip as well with, and actually I got something on the tail end too. Tim Robbins. We got also what's going on with Mount Everest. First, I'm going to mention food supply, 25-year shelf life. Link is in the description. You're going to definitely want to get this if you've not already. Lots of different options available. You're going to need it considering all the wonderful things happening around us. As low as $30. You might want to get the 3 months worth for about $700. Link is in the description for that. This book here, The Lost Ways, how your great-great-grandfather lived without electricity. You might need to know how to for an extended period of time. You see how it is. You see what's going on around us. Definitely get this book. It's only $37. Get the printer version. Go check out all the things linked below. We got a lot of stuff going on, my friends. Let's get back to the video we have here. What I do have here is an interesting clip to show you. Check this out.
I know. I have no fucking clue what that...
So there's something going on with the moon.
The sun has been set for a couple hours.
So the sun is set, but there's a light. You'll notice it moving very quickly. It's very strange.
No, that's not what a lunar eclipse looks like. Oh, what the fuck is what's in front of it now?
It's got 2 dots on it
It's got... What is going on? What is that?
What's going on, dude? That's weird. I've never seen the moon do that.
What the fuck?
What's
There's
going
not a
on with it,
cloud in
man?
the sky.
So I wish it was zoomed in better and it had better resolution. Goodness gracious, this is horrible resolution. It has 2 dots on the edge. What in the world? That is weird looking. I don't know of any explanation for that.
I can't explain.
I don't know what that is. So what ends up
I've
happening?
never seen anything like this.
It's disappearing, it looks like, kind of. It is kind of disappearing. What?
Yep.
That is, whatever that is, I don't know. Just disappears. Huh. I've never seen anything like that. Okay, there's other people putting other strange photos up. I don't see any explanations below. Huh. That's weird. Don't know what to make of that. That does look very strange. You have animals' reactions to what's coming up here in a few days. And of course, animals start to think it's dark, but it's not just because there's less light. This is what a lot of people are not aware of, that with some species of animals, they have magnetoreception, where they actually recognize, and this is what some scientists believe, it's a theory, that they can actually sense the magnetic fields around them, light-dependent magnetic compass. All right, so is there a disturbance with sort of the magnetic field when there's a solar eclipse? You're tapping into a fascinating area of biology, magnetoreception, animals' ability to sense magnetic fields, which, while the visual shift to darkness is the main trigger for most animals, scientists have a strong theory that an eclipse temporarily blinds or scrambles the magnetic compass of certain species, particularly birds. Apparently also dogs have this as well. Many migratory birds, sea turtles, insects do not just sense magnetism like a simple needle compass. They rely on a mechanism called radical pair model. Cryptochromes. These are light-sensitive proteins found in the eyes of birds and certain mammals, including dogs. The quantum trick. When the blue light hits these proteins, it creates a pair of highly reactive molecules, radical pairs, that are incredibly sensitive to the direction and strength of the Earth's magnetic field. Very interesting. So, of course, there's some sort of confusion during a solar eclipse. So the magnetic field seems to be disrupted. But there's also other weird disruptions during solar eclipses. Another strange disruption is the Foucault pendulum. Its angular rotation changes a little bit during solar eclipses, and they have still yet not figured out why. So you got all these bizarre things like that happen, and we still don't have an explanation for it. And here's yet another one that we don't have an explanation for. Kind of joking here. We have Ariana Grande's brother, who puts on a surprising performance in Chicago. Check this out. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if it's copyrighted, but that looks really very strange. Let's just put it that way. We got a lot of strangeness going on in Hollywood these days. We got Drake that was just on a show, some dating show, instantly folded and started barking like a dog after a goth baddie, OF type girl told him to. All right, check this out.
Role play?
Like
Silly?
silly.
A little silly?
Yeah. I am absolutely, by the way, you can look me dead in my eyes. If you say do it, I would.
Okay. You're saying this, and now I'm gonna test it.
Okay. What do we, just give me one.
Would you bark for me? Good boy.
Yeah.
I get, Are you into role?
Bro, Okay, this woman is one of those fans, girls. All right. Money status Drake still Sims for one of these girls. Pinky Chew, is that her? That's what she calls herself? Okay. My goodness, dude. This is where we're at, my friends. This is where we're at. This is where guys are going now for some strange reason. Not getting married. Not having kids. I think I just saw, who was it? Some celebrities freezing her eggs. I can't remember who it was. I just saw that a second ago. It's someone famous. Very famous. Was it Lopez? Freezing eggs. Who was it? Oh, no, it was AOC. I was AOC, man. I don't know why I thought it was Lopez. I guess it kind of fits, don't it? AOC. It's kind of the same, from the same realm. All right. Oh, my goodness gracious. You got here also a lot of these celebrities taking things like Ozempic. And apparently we got a biologist here talking about what they may look like in a couple decades. So I'll play that real quick. So he's talking about GLP-1 type drugs. Okay. Let's play this real quick.
I'll take on this crazy GLP-1 explosion that's happening and everybody getting prescribed them. I know like 25 people off the top of my head that I talk to regularly that are on it. It's crazy.
I mean, I think I think we're going to be horrified what their health looks like in a couple decades.
Really?
Yeah. I know Jack thinks it's taking decades off people's lives.
Really?
Yeah.
What if you're already like 70? Does it matter?
I mean, it's, I think, again, everything is informed consent, right? So, like, I don't think anybody is being honest. I don't even know if they've done long-term studies.
How long have people been taking?
This is what I've been talking about. Oh my goodness. Like, everything is like that these days. Honestly, I feel like some of these get rich type dudes, you saw back in the 90s on TV infomercials late at night. I feel like they have more morality than some of the normal companies these days. That's how bad it's gotten. It's gotten so bad that the marketers at Ford are worse than those dudes on the infomercials back in the 90s. What do I mean by that? Well, they're trying to charge you subscriptions for your car. They don't want you to own anything, of course, anymore. You got them selling you these things that haven't even been really tested that much. We saw what happened in 2020. Oh, just rush it out. Take it. This is like horrible marketing, like unethical. Straight up unethical. We haven't tested it, or it's something like, hey, we just want to make the money. Who cares if they don't, who cares if they're getting gypped? Just like that kiosk. They're so brazen about it now. You don't tip them. They just change the price. That should be like illegal. You shouldn't be able to put that on a kiosk. Oh, $5.99. I don't want to tip you. Oh, well, the price just changed to $6.49. That should be illegal. You shouldn't be legally allowed to charge subscriptions for your ice in your own refrigerator. You shouldn't be legally allowed to do that. You shouldn't be legally allowed to sell stuff that hasn't been tested. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting on my soapbox here, but I'm really curious because we got an actress that just came out. People are saying she looks like she's changed in just the last couple of years. And you got a lot of these actresses starting to look anorexic. They might have already been thin and then they get on this stuff. And you're like, bro, don't get on this. Okay. It's not a good thing for you. Talking about Anna Faris here, how she was a lot happier looking before compared to now. Let's play the original that everyone's talking about, and then we'll get into that one. I said, this is the one I think people are talking about. How her face looks. Teenager? How she's smiling. She's not really smiling.
I cannot believe.
Okay. You can go back here. Here's another one.
Got hired. They hired me, and I sort of fit in. See, a spa experience was definitely filming the yoga.
Like her eyes look off, and her smile looks off a little bit. Like,
I, got hired.
Like I don't know how to put it into words, but like it just doesn't look natural like before. So they're saying down here, if you compare from before, where she looked very happy. You can see here's like a couple of years ago, I think. And this is her now. She looked a lot happier and just like more natural. Like her smile was more normal. Her eyes, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I'm fundamentally awkward, you know? And I got to spend so much time with these women that I love.
You see what I'm saying? Like you can see it. Like she looks a lot more vibrant and smiling and just more natural flow with her facial movements. And some are wondering if it has something to do with this. I don't know if it does or not. Actually, let me look into this. Is what people are speculating. Of course, it's speculation. I'm wondering if she is. Yeah, actually, everyone's asking this question. I'm wondering if it's not true or not. Because, this is just people's guessing, right? She has not said if she's on it. She would never. I mean, I think in a lot of other countries they're saying like you actually have to have an issue. Like you have to be like overweight or be like something wrong, like diabetic or whatever, before you can get on this stuff. Like I think in some countries in Europe it's like that, more regulatory, right? But the question is, have they even tested this stuff enough? Like, what is it? You know what I mean? Like, what are they going to look like in 20 years? And you can already see, we've already seen other numerous examples of people looking a little different after taking this stuff. Right? And my only concern is like, it's just like with engineering. I am a mechanical engineer. I used to design trucks. And if they come out with a brand new style of vehicle, you don't buy the first iteration. It's going to have tons of problems. It's going to get recalled because it's got this wrong with it, that wrong with it. On the fourth iteration, they got it all nailed down. It's like, 10 years later, they got the thing smooth. You go buy it and there's nothing wrong with it. Same with these type. You come out with some new novel technology, whether it's in this realm or whatever, dietary realm, there might be some, you know what I mean? Like there might be some recall stuff going on. And that's a concern. Right? And here you have another example, Tim Robbins, talking about Romanians and cancel culture and some other weird stuff. Okay, this is Tim Robbins. I think you guys have heard of this guy, famous actor, on Joe Rogan, reveals what Romanians told him cancel culture reminds them of, and it will make you rethink everything. I asked, what was the uptake of those getting the shots in Romania? And they said something like 40%. I said, well, how do you explain that? And they said, well, we lived under the Soviet Union for many years, so we know what it looks like to comply when we're not complying. So they pretend to comply. They look like they're complying while they're not complying. And I said, what else reminds you of the Soviet Union? And they said, without a doubt, cancel culture. Soviet Union used to keep files on all of us, right? So as long as you're a good party member, there wouldn't be a thing said. But once you stepped out of line, they brought out that old file. Now that affair you had with the secretary 30 years ago is going to ruin your life. They're going to ruin your family. You see what I mean? They're going to get your career. Let's just watch him say some of this stuff here. All right, check this out.
Asked, what was the uptake on the vaccines in Romania? And they said something like 40%. I said, well, how do you explain that? And they said, well, we lived under the Soviet Union for many years, so we know how to look like we comply when we're not complying.
Some of that happened here too, by the way. Some of that happened here too, with some of the celebrities.
Once you stepped out of line, they brought out that old file. Now that affair with your secretary from...
Yep. It does. So they can see it a mile away because they had to live through something similar. We think it's some new culture we're living in. It's the same stuff repackaged, just like these aliens. Same weird monsters of the past repackaged. Same thing regurgitated out, right? You got the strange find of Mount Everest. I knew about this like 40 years ago. Some people don't know about this though. Mount Everest contains marine rocks, proving the highest point on Earth was once at the bottom of the ocean. You can see right here. If I can get my face out of the way, I think you can see enough there. This is literally marine rocks on one of the highest levels of Mount Everest. very clearly showing it was once underwater. And it makes perfect sense when you understand sort of how heavy the water is in the ocean and how if it filled up more so, it would push up the mountains and the rocks. And perhaps some of that was at one time underwater. It would push it up extremely high levels like Mount Everest. And then you get marine rocks or marine formations on top of a mountain. At any rate, that's my video. Kind of what some of you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.